traders. Happy to have all you guys here. Alrighty, let's get into it. Sorry for that. I had to finish up a little breakfast here. ATR at 19, so not super high, but we have a lot of price movement. Lot of push, which is great. Let's go see if I can figure out why for just a second. Looks like the Fed's talking. Okay, one of the Fed members is talking. Okay. Larry. Arthur, what's going on? Right here, 1 second. All right. Well, we'll let price kind of do its thing here. Congrats to anybody that is in any of these trades and making some money. Which this is great. Love to see that with my 10-year down. Okay, good. Same spot it was yesterday. But let me go to the site really fast. Make this a bit bigger. Okay, so we added the 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, and 1 hour, and then there will be a daily as well, but that won't populate till futures, reopen at this afternoon. Nice work, Adam. And so this is kind of what we're looking at here. Now we have price just rampaging, so not a whole lot of of conviction here from the signals, as an 85% is something we maybe want to avoid a little bit. But this is kind of what it looks like when price just absolutely takes off in one direction. So we have all of this, 5, 10, 15, and then we'll have the daily. I think I like this setup. We eliminated the 2-minute. The reason we did that is I really couldn't place an identifier on there. But I figured if we had multiple time frames to look at which way price was actually signaling, I think we'd have a kind of what we're looking for here. So hopefully this helps. We'll trade it these next couple of days, and we'll see kind of what is to come. Let's see. We'll go 1 NQ contract here, and we'll take a little sell off of this right here. See if we can catch price rolling back down on us a little bit. Here we go. 30 bucks. Small win there. Bad signal there. Oh, I think it might actually come down. Okay. Good little one-off. What can you guys see? Yeah, my screen is stuck. Gosh dang it. All right, 1 second. Let me go fix this. Yep. What do I do here? I gotta go to... Why does it do this? The real question. We have a long signal now, so nothing to worry about, but... There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so far it's a good signal. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but I mean, you have the log in, so you could tell. Updating our signals just so that let me make my face just a tad smaller for a second. Just so we can see more. Again, got rid of the 2-minute, but thinking that if we had more conviction from these higher time frames, that would help. We don't necessarily need the 2-minute. If we need it or something, then we can add it, but I don't think that it's going to be the case. But we will, we'll see. We'll play it by ear and see how it goes. So far, unfortunately, the way price is moving this morning, there just isn't a whole lot of additional help here. Okay, so let's take we're looking for a sell here. I'm gonna jump in right there, stop. Looking for price to pull back here and move our stop to right above even. Small victory there again. We're up $71. So it looks like price might be ready to come down just a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully we can see it now. Thank you, Gabe and Kevin, for noticing that. Okay, price moving its way. Going to be really difficult to go short off of this entire move, so we'll just kind of chill out here for a second and just see kind of what we get. It's going to make way more sense to continue going long as, well, price is just taking off on us. And I don't know exactly why prices run up. I can look for some news to see if there's anything that can kind of point us in that direction, but I don't see anything that was major. So I guess we're maybe looking at, I'm not sure who Waller is in the Fed. I know he's one of the chairmen, but I don't know what his position is. But it looks like he was saying that probably have a much clearer picture of what tariffs look like in July. So that's something. I just don't know what. I don't see anything that would cause me to say, yeah, price. It makes sense. Price is going up. So we will see. We will certainly see. All right, so that previous one wasn't good. We'll see about this one. We'll see we kind of have price settling down a little bit. Now based on where price is right now, I'm gonna call like that a high and this a low right here. Based on where price is, we're going to have the ability to capture some huge moves, but we're definitely going to get some big candles here. ATR is high, but this candle here was 23 points. That big red one was probably 30, 36 points. And then that green one itself was actually just under 30 at 27. So we're going to get some big candles here. When you have price rolling up like this is great. I like to wait for price to kind of like settle down before I jump in. So assuming that I didn't get into this trade like right in here, we could have taken all of these trades and we can go look at the signals, I guess. But then price settles down, then it makes a new move up. Okay, great. Then it settles a little bit, then it moves up again, and then move. And then we settle right here, kind of break out good, and then we settle back down. And so if we start going back up and we get the right signals, then we can go ahead and take that. As a matter of fact, while we're watching price, I'm gonna go here. Okay. Give me, okay. I might have to work on, put that in my notes really quick. Might have to work on, okay. So one of the things that I don't see on here is that I can't tell which time frame is what. So we're going to work on I might have to work on this separately, but dashboard, okay. So we'll contend with that later. But I can't tell on the analysis tab which one is which. So that I want to understand and get a little bit better. All right, so if we go to the 5-minute chart on, this looks pretty good so far. Down 20 points versus up 11. So I'm gonna mark that one as good. If it turns out to be bad, we'll mark it as bad. I won't be able to mark all of these. Probably too much to do, but we will be able to see the daily ones pretty easy. So the daily ones I'm really excited about. I think that could help us maybe set the tone for what we're looking for when we have the daily. Again, we will have to wait until Sunday before we get, right? Yeah, before we get two. So it'll be Sunday evening before we get two daily signals, and then it'll be Monday evening by the time we get our third. So it's going to be a minute before we get all three of those because it's the daily chart. So, but you guys have to let me know how you like it. Holy Earth, what's good? And let's just see if we can use some of these additional time frames to help us spot and catch really good trades. I'm thinking that the answer is going to be yeah, but we'll see. Okay. 11 versus, that one's not bad. Okay. Okay, break up here. There we go. I'm a little skeptical. I'm liking the short. I'm a little skeptical of going long off of this, but let's just see. Obviously, we're gonna get a 10-minute signal and a 5-minute signal and not a 15-minute signal, not yet, soon. So let's just see kind of what this one signals in. So 20 long, short, short. Okay, so interesting here. Good start to this 5-minute long here. Okay, but I've got my 10 minutes saying one thing, 15 says long, 10 minutes says short, 5 minutes says long. My 1 minute chart says short, which 1 minute's obviously incorrect. So we'll see which one is which, what happens here. Okay, but I do, instead of this one, it's probably going to be more like up here. That is at 19,107. Now we do know at 19,100, price is going to get a little funny. It's like psychological level there. Gretchen, what is going on? Gretchen, we just have different time frames. Different time frames on our signals, so we can use a bit more of a holistic view. 21, another short. Wow, okay. Calling for a short and reversal off of this high. I respect it. I'm not going to take it, but so far it's a better short signal than long signal, but we'll let it play out. Okay, good signal there. I don't love that 80% signal at all, so we're going to chill on that one too. Okay. If you guys go into the description of this video, I have the Discord link. I will send an email out shortly after our live today, or maybe a little later today. I'll send an email out just kind of breaking down where everything is going to be, but we'll use Discord. We already have the signals up, which is good. So we'll utilize those. Okay, so we had a good signal here, a horrible signal there. Price is scooching its way on up. Let's see what we get here. 5-minute degrees, 15-minute degrees. Let's see. Still a weak signal here, okay. So far, ChatGPT just needs to be convinced that price actually is wanting to move up. But okay, nice pullback here. Beautiful price action all the way through here. Awesome. I'm gonna guess that my 5-minute chart is probably gonna be correct. If I just had to guess. Probably gonna be correct. Okay. So 5-minute chart's like straight green. Nice wicks here, which would have bothered the hell out of me, but one red candle, rest of it's good. So 5-minute chart sees no reason to do anything else. Good. Let's see what we got here. 24. A long signal. I'm waiting on this one. It kind of ran away from me at the open. I would like it to have been at even price to get into this one. So I'm going to wait just a second and we'll see. D port 19, can I try this out? Yes, sir, you can. Go to nqsignals.com. It's at the top, actually, on the left side. nqsignals.com. Sign up for free, and you can try it out. You'll be the 480th member. Yep, so go quick. Be for number 480. Let's go. Let's see. I'm already there. Great. Let's see what we got. I didn't sign up yet. Are you saying you already made an account? That's different. Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Yeah, try it. Who was number 2? No, I know it's number 2. You were early on though. I like that. I appreciate that. Yeah, try it out. It's ready. Like I haven't changed any of the functionality or the way that the signals actually operate since we launched it. It's been the exact same. So it's been really, really consistent, which is nice. All we did this time was just update some of the, we added some more time frames, which should make it a little bit easier for us to see which direction is what. Today's an interesting day because we kind of have price on this rampage up, and I don't know where we're going to settle out. We'll see. VWAP is way down here, like 200 points away. So not a lot for us to really do here. Week long signal. Okay, we'll wait on that one too. Just not a ton of conviction just yet. ATR sitting at 16. That's fine. We really just need to get into one really good trade and let it run for us, and we'll be good to go. One of the things I'm working on is just being a little more patient when we start, especially when we go live. Typically, by the time I go live, I don't look at the charts really. Like I might have an idea of what price is up to, but I don't typically look at the charts only because I know that if I look at the charts, look at a signal, I might want to take one. So I try to reserve all that for this live stream. And so one thing I'm working on is just being a little more patient when we get started trading. Like when we get live and get going, I want to spend a few minutes waiting to find the right move or get the feel for what the market's up to before we jump into a trade. Let's see. My period is at 7 message. 7. That's not what I wanted to do now, is it? Good signal there, finally. You're welcome. You are welcome. I just like it at 7 because it gives me a little bit more, a closer idea of what the ATR actually is. I thought 14 kind of lagged a lot. Like, I don't know why I need to look at 14 different candles to figure out what the ATR is. Like, just give me the most recent. Nothing beats measuring the candles themselves, but like these two candles here are pretty big in comparison. Let's see if we have a signal here to take a trade. 78%, we'll wait. That actually was that would have been a decent entry though. Pull back and enter in. I'd be out of the trade now probably. My stop already got hit, but this candle here was 18 points, and then this one itself was 25, 26. So I do like to have the ATR up, but sometimes it lags regardless, so you have to measure yourself, but it looks like 18 is about right. 72%, okay. I'll buy in right there. Kind of nervous about this one, but we'll see how it turns out. Stop placed. And we're up 125, good. Up 172 across all our accounts. Not the best signal there, but a good execution. Let's see if this one can turn into a good one, but it ran down, I don't know how many points. 7 points, only ran up 4. So technically it's a bad signal. So we'll see kind of what happens here. Okay, new signal. I didn't get it. There it is. Okay, weak. I like that. 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, all showing long still. So nobody is flinching. Nobody is flinching. 10 points down, needs to get up to about right here. for it to be a good signal. Good, Deeport, great question. Make sure I'm not muted on accident. Great question. So I trade off the 1 minute chart. If you execute off the 1 minute chart like I do, then this will be applicable. If you execute off a different time frame, then you'll have to kind of figure out what I'm saying and apply it. So I look at the 1 minute chart and I've got green signals across the board. My 5 minute and 10 minute and 15 minute all tell me long. So unless there's a huge pullback on price that happens fast, I'm looking for longs over shorts, right? Yeah, pretty simple. Like this, I would not take this weak signal right here. I would just wait and I would enter on a strong signal, right? 70 to 75% is a strong signal. That's what we'd enter on. But I'm looking at the 5 minute, and again, typically we don't have price that looks this straight up and down. This is a little more normal, this price action in here, kind of from 909 to now. This is pretty normal, like a couple of trades in here, nothing there, maybe 1 or 2 trades over here. But like this is pretty abnormal. And so a lot of these older signals are hard to read because we have price going straight up. When price goes straight down, it'll be the same way. So you'll just want to take trades with the trend. But how I'm looking at this is saying, okay, and again, this is day 1 of having these new higher time frames on the screen. So hopefully this helps a lot of you guys. But if it doesn't, we'll scrap it. Okay. We're at 480. Nice. Somebody signed up. Let's go. That's how I use it. Is I'm looking at this and saying, okay, I'm probably not going to go short here because of the way price is looking. I also have price above both my EMAs, so I'm probably not going to go short off of that. That would be a little irresponsible. But nothing else suggests, like no other time frame suggests that looking for shorts makes sense. There was a period, this short signal right here at 920, we did have an opportunity to go short that did look decent. And the reason for that is the 5 minute, or I think the 5 minute did call it, but maybe it did not. Maybe it was a 15, I can't remember exactly what it was. But we did have some sell signals coming in, and we could look at that and say, okay, maybe it's time to look at sells. But price is going clearly in one direction, and it looks like it is, so we need to take just longs here. So how I would enter is go off of a strong signal. All these higher time frames are fine. They're just confirming longs. Now I'm looking at the 1 minute and saying, you give me a 70 to 75% confidence score on a long signal, I'm probably going to take that unless price just moves too fast and I can't catch it. All right. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Okay. Okay. We're kind of just chilling out here. So here's my high, here's my low. It's not really a confirmed low, it just is. I'll go right here. Kind of my spot, little 20 points. So we will wait. 32 was a bad signal, 33 was a bad signal, and so is this one. So we'll just wait. You're welcome, T-Port. You are welcome, my friend. We will just wait. Okay. Another short signal. ChatGPT does not like. Actually, you know what? Okay. It really wanted a short. We just did not get that. Okay. That's a good signal though. I assume the next one's going to be strong. So this would be a great example of one we would ignore. We would ignore the strong short signal. Not because it's a bad signal, well it is, but more so that nothing suggests that price is going to come down strong. Even if price does rip down, my 15-minute, 10-minute, and 5-minute don't show me that that is actually the case. And so to take this signal would be very difficult to do with price sloping up the way it is. Okay, and you get blown out no matter what you jumped into or when you jumped in. So bad signal there. Okay, this is how I'd like to use these. Is just look at the higher time frames and say, all right, well, we can avoid certain strong signals, and ideally this should increase your guys' accuracy. We should be trading at about 75%, as long as you're not taking like 30 plus trades, and even if you are, this should increase your accuracy to the point where we're hitting on a ton of our trades because we're eliminating some of the signals that show up as good, but if we just look at everything else, we'd see, hey, maybe it's not as good as we'd like. So hopefully this is helping some of you. If it is, let me know in the chat. Adam said he took a couple Qs, some calls this morning, which is good. Who else? Who else? How's everybody doing this morning so far? We're up like 179, I think, across our accounts. So like just over $1,000, I think. So a little further to go. Not enough though. Facts. That's the worst. When you freaking nail something and then you like don't leverage it as much as you should have, or I guess as much as you could have, stings. Absolutely stings. I feel it. I feel it, Adam. I feel it. The day after the election, I went MSTR. I bought a bunch of just shares. I should have like cut what I bought by a quarter and just bought options, and I would have made a fortune. Perfect trade, didn't leverage it properly. I'm still kicking myself for that one. All right, so we have a little too much negativity on these signals. I don't like that. So that might be something I tweak slightly. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Never want to be overexposed. That's the worst. When you're in a trade, okay, you finally nailed one, but like 9. All right, you're correct. Fine, you're correct. But we're just not going to take these trades yet. We're just not going to take these trades just yet. We're going to have to wait. I get a feeling we're going to get a strong sell signal here, and it's just not going to be the move. I still have all longs. Okay, there's another one. It's a weak one. Weaker than I thought. Okay. Good signal so far. Andrew, what's going on? What is going on? $481, let's go. We're growing, we're growing. Want to get this bad boy to about 500 users by the end of Friday. That's my my goal here. So hoping we can make that a nice reality. I'll activate that one. Okay. 40. Okay, I've got a sell signal here, but I don't have anything that confirms it. I've got my 5-minute hasn't updated just yet. My 10-minute still showing long. Where's my 5-minute? Okay, it hasn't populated yet. Not a huge fan of that one. How does my 5-minute look? That's actually a good signal for the 5-minute. So this is a good one. Okay, so I guess there was consensus that this one was bad, but it's not. So price opens at this level here, runs up 25 points, and we only had to deal with 11 points of drawdown. That's a much better long trade than short trade. We've had days where on the 1-minute chart, this is the case, right? If I told you could get 25 points profit, but you had to deal with at least 11 points of drawdown, you'd probably take that. You would take a 2-to-1 reward risk ratio. So that's 100% a good signal. So just keep that in mind. Okay, another, I don't know what to call this one. 40, I don't know what to call that one at all. So we opened here, thick ass line, up 7, down. Okay, so that was a much better long than short. So you're incorrect, and then you are obviously correct. All right, so now we have price flattening out a little bit. I don't really know what I want to call a bottom. I'm thinking maybe something in here. I really would like it to be a little higher. Maybe we can split the difference, go right there. So this low, this one, this one, this one, and then this one kind of in there as well. Kind of these 4 or 5 bottoms right there. Let's see if we can get a break below that and see what happens. Okay, I have a strong sell signal here. I'm not in love with it. It's not that I don't like. It's not that I don't think it's going to work out. I think it might. I would like to see it break out of here first, and then I would like to see just a little bit more downward movement. We kind of just pulled back from this little rip right here. We haven't even gotten past here. So like, I'd like to see price really dip below first, and then maybe we have a chance at taking the next trade. If that makes sense. I'm gonna change this one to white. I don't know why I didn't save last time. White. Hit OK, and I'll change you guys to blue. Yep. Or you know what? Yeah, and this is exactly what I mean by that. It's like why we wait is you can see price dancing already. Okay. Weak signal here, we'll wait. Which one of you is not thick? You. There we go. All right. My EMAs look like Kellner channels right now. But we've been holding this nice and strong. So all of these signals, albeit some of them are decent, good and good, there's just not enough here for me to say I definitely believe price is going to come down violently. Because that's what I'm looking for. What's going to be the fastest moving trade, really? And right now it just says like long. Like, as I say it, price comes down. That's exactly what you want to see. All right, so now we got some digestion here. And the 1 minute chart's going to be ahead of the 5, so we'll keep that in mind. But all right, price punches down. I don't know if there's any news behind that. Let's see, I'm gonna refresh my news here. I've got a sell signal here. I'll jump in right there, kind of at the open, looks like. Nice. Boom. Great signal there. That puts us up 372 across all 6 of our accounts again. Okay. $372 times 6 is going to be, I'm not doing the math, $2,200 again. Okay, good move there. All right, let's go through all these really fast. All right, so this is the 1.5 account. 372, 390, 4 trades, no losses, all wins. Great. Average winning trade was $100. Fantastic. Let's look at our Express accounts. We're getting these out of the hole. We are slowly getting these out of the hole. 372 as well for that one. 372 as well, and then a couple evals here as well. All right. So good stuff there. We will let's get out of our account, we'll log out and be responsible, and then we'll log into our. We'll just go our demo account for now, because I'm going to get a little loose with some of these trades. Now you can trade up to 5 Express accounts at once for TOPSTEP on Tradeovate. That you can do. But what I'll probably continuously have is 5 to maybe like 10 evals passed and ready to go. That way, if I do mess up an account or two, I can activate them. But then we'll also, let's see here, sell signal, sell signal. We'll jump in right there. Oh, I'm in 6 contracts. Let's go just 2. Sell right there. Let's see if we can get a decent little push here. I need to be at 25. My stop is getting attacked right now. Okay. 10-point stop. ATR is sitting at 19, but these candles are pretty big. Like that previous down red one was 40 points, and then this one right here was 20 points. So 10 isn't bad. We're in some profit now, which is good. I can't move my stop. How did my stop not get hit though? Oh my gosh, I must have placed that like right above. That's insane. I had a chance to be profitable twice on that one. I'm gonna lose this one here. Damn. Put me out of my misery, dog. Oh, okay, one contract got taken out. Okay, the other didn't though. Try to save a little bit of money here. Oh, here we go. Okay. We're down 196. What was that trade? That second trade counted as a loss? 1 and 1. $5 is a win. I'll take that. If we had managed it properly, we would have made a lot more money on that one anyway. A lot more. We were just dancing around on the trading view chart. Okay, so what do we have here? 5 minutes says down. I'm trusting that. My chart looks like we're ready to come back down, so I'm good there. Andrew, nice. Good work, Andrew. Good work. Another sell signal here. Let's chase it a little bit. So 70% sell, our confidence score. Stoppy and move. That puts us almost down $100 still. And damn, I probably could have had a nice push here. Probably could have had another big move that's coming. Dang. Unfortunately, somehow had we just stayed in this trade, which I don't know that we could have, I guess, but had we stayed in this one, we'd have made a ton. We just jumped out a little too soon. Okay. Another signal here in about 10 seconds. One feedback. Sell signal here, bad. All right, so now I've definitely got a bottom here and I've got a top that is undefined. So we'll call that like right here, but we have price, we have our EMAs crossing over. So we could be ready to come back down. Let me update the site really fast. Okay. Okay. 50. I've got a weak sell signal, so we'll wait on that one. 10 years up, down just 125 points. Nothing really catching my eye right now. Okay. Okay, Trump's saying stuff. What we got? Trump said Boeing should default on China for not taking the planes. I don't really know what that means, I guess, but okay. All right. I'd entertain a long right here. So my 5-minute chart says long. I kind of agree with it, but we'll see. So I would have taken a long had we gotten a long signal right there. It'd be wrong, but I would have taken it. I would have taken that for sure. Okay. Five-minute dumping off. 1 minute dumping off. Good signal here. Let's move that up here just a little bit. So now we have a defined top and a defined bottom. Let's wait for price to break out. Honestly, I kind of like a short off of this. If we get one, I'll take it. Sell signal. I'll jump it right there. Let's just see what price gives us. Make sure we're sitting at 10 points of stop. We're at 9. Okay, price is picking up. We're picking up some volatility here. Let's see. Will it work in our favor or will it not, is the question. Bottomed out at kind of this 100 level. Stop place, we're profitable. Not by much. There we go. Maybe. $50 there. Puts us down at 84 bucks in our demo account here. Okay. That did not move the way I thought it was going to move. And that's a bad signal. Okay. So really, this is our bottom now. We rejected this right here, which makes sense. 19,100 is this level right there. So that makes sense that we would bounce here. I kind of thought we'd blast through and retest this since we did it last time, but okay. Didn't get that. Didn't get what we expected. It was very good. $83. It's not bad, I guess. Good stuff here. If you guys are new around here, make sure you subscribe or like the live stream if you've already subscribed. That always helps out. Price is ripping. We're just a little late on, which I don't mind. The one thing that the system does is it kind of hangs on to a side. Not always, but it does at times. And it's typically right, but we just have to wait if you can't. Like we, for example, had short signals. I think, I'm like, can't ask you right now. Hold on. Like burpee and shit. We had short signals up here, and then eventually we got the push that it was looking for. Same kind of thing here. It's like we're looking for price to reverse, and there maybe it is a little bit, but it just didn't give us any long signals here, which I don't mind. Maybe this candle right here, but if I had to guess, it was looking at this little high right here and calling for a reversal, which is fine because typically it does happen that way. But sometimes we're just off. We're just we're a little too early. But none of these signals were confident enough for us to take them, so that's cool. Now our 5 minute goes from being strong. Like we've seen, well, we went from 85%, but we see the confidence going down on the 5 minute. If I had to guess, that just means that we're getting a little choppy. So I'm gonna call that one good, but this one was bad. Price really ripped on us there. So, all right, how's my 10 minute doing? We'll grade some of these. 10 minute, down 21 points, up 22 points. You're barely a good, no. You were incorrect. You were also incorrect. Okay. Low confident long, so we'll wait. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's moving good. Okay, another week long signal. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, so not good, better, but not, this isn't good. All right, so we're fighting back, kind of looking at this is our high now. Let's find the low. I'm gonna keep this right there until we reject a reverse, and looks like that could be it right there. This 128 level, jeez. Let's see if there's anything for us to trade here. This looks very bullish to me, but let's just see. Let us see. Okay. Weak long signal. Okay. So we're playing the chop a little bit. Okay. 59 is a long. That's good. We just have price dancing right here. Let's just, all we have to do is wait and see for it to break out. That's it. We have a junk down here. We've got a lot of open space up here. I know we rejected 161 pretty good, and then we definitely reversed off of 180. But I don't mind kind of where we are. All right, so 5 minute chart gives me a long, 10 minute chart gives me a short, 15 minute chart gives me a long, 1 hour gives me a long. Okay, so we're still looking for longs here overall. You guys probably can't see that because my face is in the way. Okay, so 1 hour gives me a long on the at 10. 15 minutes, same thing. 10 minute gives me a weak sell signal, so I'm cool with that. Like we can chill on that. Like I'm fine with that. 5 minute gives me a long, and then here we are popping on the 1 minute chart. Okay, so good stuff there. Here, and here. You're a bad signal. So we'll just wait. Wait for that breakout. All right. Good. Okay. Only reason I entertain this sell signal is if we get one that's good, is we broke this low in here, and maybe we're heading back down to this. So this would be a short-term short. I don't think that we're going to reverse and go down, assuming that all of these signals over here are correct. Sell signal, I'll take it right there. Entry was pretty bad for when I clicked it. That's fine. What? Oh. There we go. Stop placed. Stop out. Down 76 bucks. The frick. That sucked. We had a chance to be really profitable, and then like it went away from us pretty fast. So price moving quick. That's interesting. So we do have some movement here. ATR sitting at 15. That previous candle was probably more than 15 points though. It was right at 15 points. Never mind. Okay. 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 Boom, boom. Doing your work. Again, if you guys are new around here, go to nqsignals.com and sign up for these signals using ChatGPT. The goal is to make sure that you don't have to do any charting and just look at signals. That's it. You just look at what ChatGPT recommends and you take your trades based off of that. Let's see what we got here. New signal coming in a couple seconds. This is a crazy move. Okay. I have a weak sell signal here. I'm going to mark it as bad for now, and I'm sure it'll be good in a second. But this is wild. So we completely break. Looks good so far. We completely break what we thought was possible. And so this thing is 38 points. This one here, it rolled down at the open 7 or 8, and it's up 10. So that's a good, bad short signal. 5-minute chart looks decent. The fact that we just opened up here is going to be a little funny, but we'll see how that turns out. Okay, okay. This is what I'm working on here. It's not major because a lot of times when we get this, when we're like, certainly price is going up, it reverses hard, right? But I would like to see that our signals keep up with some of this movement here. Okay. And again, this is not the best example of it because every time we get price and we're like, certainly it's going to keep going, it doesn't always. Okay. The more confident you are in a trade, typically the more wrong you are. It sucks that that's the case, but that's just the way it is. Okay. And so, but I do want to get this updated a little bit to see if we could get some either additional confidence here, like if you're going to signal that trade, let's be confident, or get it right with the trend. So let's see what this 1 minute chart one has. All right. I've been running a lot. Well, I do run a lot. I've run a ton in the past, but one of the things I've been focusing on is increasing my protein intake just to feel better, be more consistent with the way my body does feel. Play a lot of basketball. Play, let's call it 3 times a week, like basketball games, I guess. Saturday and then right now, Monday, Thursday. But I typically run every day, minus this morning, which is why I'm standing up because I'm not actually all that tired. But I've been focusing on protein intake, and I weigh right now about 205 to 208, depending on what last night's dinner was and how this morning's run went, which no runs are probably sitting at more like 208, 209 right now. But trying to get about as many grams of protein as I weigh, right? So 200 and change, 200 grams of protein a day. And that is it's an insane amount of like food you have to consume to get to that level. Like it's like extraordinary. When I first heard the idea, I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. So hard. So I do one pure protein, premier protein, 30 grams of protein bar, Quest, because they have, and if you guys don't know, but like the way you look at a snack to see if it's actually like good for you or not is basically for every 1 gram of protein, you get 10 calories. And so this one has 30 grams of protein, but 160 calories. So inverted relationship, really good. This is good. Chicken breast is like that. Typically, you get like 2.5 grams of protein per 10 calories. So that's good. And then protein bars, the one I use Quest, those are 20 to 21 grams of protein for like 160 calories. Those are pretty good. But typically, it's like Monday, I had to go 2 protein shakes, and that shit was ass. That was ass. And I did a couple protein bars and then some eggs. And then yesterday, I guess that was Monday. That was Tuesday I did that. Yesterday I did chicken, which was nice. And then today I'll do chicken again. Okay, so now we've got some mixture in our signals here a little bit. Everything we're still showing shows long. Most recent 15, long, 10-minute, long, 5-minute, long. So we're steadily moving up, but it's ugly right now. And I could just really just say high, low, delete. Okay, and we'll just kind of see where price wants to go. I could even say this is our low, honestly. Good signal there. We'll see. But yeah, eating that amount of protein is unbelievable. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Hell of a signal there. Another 85. If we get a pullback, I'll take it. Not enough pullback. Here we go. Maybe. Okay. Sometimes I do want to see price. I want to enter a long trade on a red candle and a short trade on a green candle. Sometimes when it fights at the open, up, down a little bit, that momentum is strong. So let's see what happens here. So far, it's a good signal. It could turn bad pretty quick, though. There it is. If we'd gotten this first, this little push down first, I probably would jump into a long here. But because we pushed up and we tried to make a new high, then we got punched back down. That is where it gets a little weird. Now here's 19,200 on the nose right there. Kind of want that to be a little lighter. And so psychological level, people love, folks love, the markets love even numbers. So let's see what we do here. We'll see if we dance at this level or not. See if we can break that 206 high and go longer, or if we're gonna chill and go shorter. So far, it's a good signal. Okay. I'm game for another long trade here. I'm a little nervous about it, but everything that is showing me says we're good. Long, give me that right there. Good. There we go. All right. Oh man. All right, we're 92 bucks in this account. Okay. Good signal there. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Okay, I've got a sell signal or a weak long signal here. My 15 minute, 15, 10, and 5 all show me long still. So I'm gonna chill here. Good stuff there. Yeah, yeah. Adam, it definitely is. Good call there. It's really tough. The best way to do it is just a ton of chicken breast. So I did that last night, which if I play, then I typically will do a breast, maybe even two, a good size one as well. Let's see, we got new signal time. Okay, we'll wait. So typically that's what I'll do. But if I really wanted to hit it like clean, I would just do like basically 3 chicken breasts in a day. It'd be close, but it would be like that'd be 120, and then I could do one of these in a protein bar, and then that would be like where I would need to be. It would give me my 170, and then I'd just have dinner and eat something with some protein in it. That would be enough. The problem is like I would be so tired after eating all that food, like I'd need a nap, and so that would be not productive at all. And so you kind of have to spread it out. And if you spread it out, you kind of have to do some processed stuff. And so you have to do like the best you can with calories, sugar, and all that. But I don't mind the way I'm feeling so far. I'm gassy as all get out, I'll tell you that. But wife's pissed. But like, what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do about it? Okay, so we have a high here, low here. So God, this is like one of the more annoying markets to trade right now. We basically have like one, maybe two candles of movement, and then we get chopped. So it's like make a new high up here, chop. Make a new low right here, good, boom, reverse. And then this move is decent, but chop. Up, great, chop. And so this is hard to trade. I know it doesn't look that way because like we're basically just moving on up. So like looking, like zooming out, you're like, this is pretty easy. But we basically have one candle that sets the tone, and then we just chop until we get a break, and then we range some more. So break and range is super annoying. But if we can catch one of these trades, we'll be fine. If we can just catch one of these, we'll be okay. It's hard to catch. It's really hard to catch. But let's see what we got. So you're technically a good signal. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Potential break. Let's see if we can be right on here. Nope. Didn't get the signal we wanted to, but we definitely got the move I was looking for. Nice push down right there. Okay. All right, bad signal there. Okay, I'd like to see something different here. This 5 minute signal is probably not going to be great. All right. One thing, when I was in college, we used to get it. So I was on scholarship, and so I don't really have any. I don't have any student loans, which is nice. I know that really tax people on, but one cool thing about playing sports, other than getting a free education. What the frick? I don't like that signal at all. Even though it's probably going to be correct. Well, it might be. I don't know. Anyway, so I live off campus, and when you live off campus, you get a stipend. One second. And so it was the stipend is essentially the way it works for college sports is the stipend. If you don't live on campus, you don't live in the dorms, you don't have a meal plan typically. They pay for your living expense, which typically the coaches, the administration are like, you can live here, here, and here. So it's pretty easy. Or you can live in a house off campus if you want to, but you obviously needs to make sure it's underneath your stipend. But they give you an amount for your room and board and then your meals essentially. And typically it's like, if you're at a school that cares about their athletes even a little, typically it's about 150 to 200% of maybe what you actually, what is this? Of what you actually need. Um, so let's say my rent was $500. Then my stipend might be like 1,000 to 1,500. My rent was a little higher than that. So my stipend used to be, frick, I don't remember how much it was. I remember I'd have like $600-700 left over every month or so, which like for a college kid with no job was like a ton of money. And we're not talking decades ago. We're talking 7 years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. So like way before COVID, and way before things got super duper expensive. Anyway, so I would save my stipend money just because I wanted to. I'd spend it on things. But one of the things that I wanted to do with it, I just got an email from Gucci, is I wanted to buy some Gucci flip flops hella bad. Like, don't judge me. It just was what it was. Okay. I wanted some Gucci flip flops so bad, and I was ahead of the game. So when I was in college, one of the ways that I would make money was I would just flip clothes. So I don't know if you guys are into like streetwear and fashion, but like Supreme was really big at that time. We're talking 2016, 17, 18, and then 19 I stopped caring because I started working. Um, but you could basically, when Supreme would drop, you could go on the site, buy something, and then essentially just go and resell it on. I grailed is what it's called. It's kind of it's like eBay but for high fashion clothing. Anyway, so I buy the article of clothing, get it immediately, like as soon as I bought it and got it confirmed. Not always you couldn't always buy what you wanted. Shit would sell so fast. Put it on Grailed, and I'd resell it for a little markup, whatever. They do it with shoes too. But I want some Gucci flip flops hella bad, just because I was like, it's hot right now, and I think it'd be sick to have them. And so I finally had enough money to buy the flip flops. Right, I finally saved enough, so like I had enough for the flip flops and then like food and rent, whatever. But I was in where I was when I went to school was like just in a rural community, which like obviously, right? And Gucci would not recognize my address. They were like, we will not deliver to your address. And so I could not buy my Gucci slides. And I think about that all the time. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sure if I'd still have them or not, but oh my gosh, I wanted to buy them so bad. I was ahead of the curve though. I had the Yeezy cleats way before he was weird. Like I had the Yeezy cleats too. I was like the first person to have them on the field. It was sick. Okay, database something. But I was into it though. I was like, I need these Gucci flops. I need them bad. I couldn't get them. They literally would not deliver. How much were they? They had to be. They couldn't have been more than like. They definitely weren't $500. They had to be what, $200 maybe, maybe $300. It wasn't that expensive, but they wouldn't deliver. So, can I get a freaking cell signal? Like, what is this? This is one of the things I want to update here. Is this? Again, the system isn't always like this laggy when it comes to actually getting the signals in the direction. But when Price is kind of doing some discovery, I would like to be able to call these shorts and nail them, right? I would like that. And again, really, we're talking about two camels, really this one kind of, but then maybe this one. And there isn't really a whole lot to do here. I guess if I look at it big picture wise, there just isn't a lot for me to really trade here. So I get the system, I get why it's doing it, and I need to trust. Back when I was making this while not trading, I need to trust that it's actually doing the right thing. But in the moment, I do want it to trade the direction that I see. But I guess it isn't always going to be the most helpful thing in the world now, is it? A strong long signal here. I'm going to take it because I just like how gutsy the system is here. Give me 10 points right here. That's 11. 10 points from my entry. That sucks. My entry was really poor. I could have waited a second. But ideally, we'd like to be in a sell right here, obviously. So that didn't work out very well, and I did it. But that's what I mean, though. I would like this to be in a sell mode. I'd rather this be slope down mode than slope up, but okay. All right, we'll have that. We'll see. We'll see. Anywho, all right, another long trade here. We'll wait on that one. Down 333, 339 in our demo account. Okay. Good there. Let's see if we can break out of here and do something for once. And catch it while it's there. It is hot as a mug in here. What's the Discord up to really quick? Let's take a look. Anything? Got our signals going. All right. So inside the Discord, you guys can see this, right? Yeah, cool. Inside the Discord, while we wait for another signal here. Oh, there's a strong one. Let's see what it looks like. Move. We'll wait. It's gone already. We can't. If it pulls back, then it's not a good signal. If it keeps running, then like, whatever. Anyway. So Discord, it's nqsignals.com is the Discord name. Jump in, do your thing. I'll do my best to police it. I'll do my best. I'll have some add some people as admins as well, but really only have like 3 channels. So just the chat, which we would normally use, how to use the signals, which there will be a part 3 on this one, and then just the alerts. So every strong signal that we get, and I do have some of the 85s in here as well, the 8085s. I have them in there just so that if you guys want to see them, you can get alerted for them. But they're just for the 1 minute chart. But I have that going right now. So you can just turn that on and like you can see that these signals almost come faster than they do on, take a cell right there. They come faster than they might on the website, which is cool. Whoa. I think that was like 210 on that one. Okay. So if you don't want to look at the website all day and you just want to get the signals, you absolutely can. I'm a little hesitant to do like strong signals for 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 hour, because it can get a little overwhelming because then you have to go channel to channel to channel. More so if you could just look at like what the direction is of these and look at your charts, you should be okay. And I think again, just a couple EMAs on your chart, you should be fine. Take the short trades below the EMAs, take the long trades above the EMA. I think that'd be really easy. But if you guys want, go ahead and join. Just nqsignals.com. The link is actually in the description of this video. You can go there. I'll email it out to you guys though too. So if you guys are getting the signals, this is a really interesting one here. Sell right there. Got price popping up. My 10-point stop goes right there. Let's just see how this one plays out for us. I'm looking for a pullback to be about 156. If we get that, that'd be cool. Let's see. I'm going to race this stop down. Come on. Or I'm going to get my stop hit. Let's see. There we go. That's the most ideal setup for one of those trades. What? Get out. There we go. That was perfect. That was fantastic. It puts us up 26 bucks. Nice. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and join the Discord. That link is in the description of this video. So sign up, do your thing. If you have any other questions, then just let me know as we go. But continuing to make small updates along the way. Okay. All right, cool. There's a little dump off there. So you were, we'll call you good, Ryan. We'll call you good, we'll call you bad. Let's see what we get here for this next little piece. Weak. But yeah, not much to this Discord here at all. Like not much at all. How do I have 2 is a real question. That's bizarre. Keep an eye on that. Maybe it just came through a little late. Okay, let's get this out of the way actually. Yeah, good signal. Okay, I got this low here at 126-ish. So let's see what happens there.
Weak long signal. Let's stick around, try to hit one more trade here. Win, lose, or draw. Let's find out. Not great, we're falling down. Okay, good. Okay, 33. Okay, long. Good. Looking for just one more trade here to take. And see, we have the ATR has been down and up all day, which is good. So we've seen an influx and outflow of new signal here. Potential. I'll take it. Oh, I missed my mark. Like, had I gotten in like a couple moments late, oh, okay, we got out of that one. That was like, what in the world? Had we gotten in just a smidge earlier, we would have caught a nice little pop there. Strong long right there. Give me that. Just go stop. That's 8 points. That's 9 points. That's 10 points right there. Are we going to hustle down? Let's see. Our stop, luckily, is right below this candle low. I don't think it's going to matter. No, we got one hit. Let's see what the next one wants to do here, though. Remember, a stop order is a market order. And so it's not a limit. So you could get your stop hit at the level that you're at. It could be better. It could be worse. Have to keep that in mind. So let's see if we can get this one to be profitable for us just a bit. $35, $25, $20. New candle approaching. We won't last that long. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, nothing here. All right. Good day today. Trading back in some of our Express accounts, getting our eval accounts to start growing a little bit, which is good. And we will be on our way. So tomorrow, I'll see you guys here. Now you're going to short as well. Oh, Gretchen. Oh no. Andy, you're doing okay, buddy? We're up 376 across all of our accounts, so I don't really know what to tell you, my friend. I don't know what to tell you. Being all upset. Oh no. There we go. Oh, Andy. Why do you waste your time doing it? Don't worry about it. I got something for you coming. I got something for you. I'm building something for you. Just you. Anyway, I will see you guys. Have a good rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. I will send an email update with all of our updates here. Discord mainly is going to be the thing. And then if there's any other questions you guys have, let me know. But give me your feedback. How did today go for you? Hopefully the rest of the day is a little bit smoother and we can make some decent money on that. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow and we will go from there. Have a great one.